you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing something really crazy. Crazy and wild. Unbelievable. You wouldn't believe it. Something you've never seen before. I am doing my very first... What is that? Oh my god. It's a feather. I'm an absolute lunatic. I am doing my first ever hair tutorial on my channel. That is why this is the situation right now. So this has definitely been a very, very requested video from me for a long time. I've been growing my hair out. I really wanted my hair to be like in prime condition, you know, like grown and the right color and all of that before I filmed a tutorial. This has been requested, so we're just gonna do it. This is my dirty hair, like 3-day-old dirty hair, but that is the best hair for me to curl. My hair is super fine, it's super soft, which sounds great, but it's not. It doesn't hold a curl. It really doesn't hold any style unless it's gritty and dirty. And I know that sounds gross, but this is the world I live in. Okay, so you can like see the body that my hair has right now. When my hair is clean, it is like flat to my head. There's just no life to it. I'm constantly adding in like sea salt spray and dry shampoo and pretty much everything I can think of. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just go in with some dry shampoo. This is the Batiste in Original, Clean and Classic. This is honestly my favorite dry shampoo of all the dry shampoos I've used. I've heard the Dry Bar one is insane and I haven't used it, so I can't speak to that one because I think it's like $30, so I just like haven't bought it. This one's like 10, maybe less. This thing lasts me a very long time and it is the most, I don't know, it's just the most refreshing dry shampoo. I don't have to use that much of it because it's so like powdery, which I really like. I will say if you have dark hair, you may not love this because I think this does leave a white cast a little bit. But as long as you really work it in, you should be okay. I like to focus on the roots of my hair, just kind of like part it. And then I kind of like to do that all the way down. So like part it, pull it up, and then like leave it over. This is good. Can you tell this is my first hair tutorial? And I just like to shake it and move it around a little bit with my fingers. That's the key, is to really like work it into the scalp because that's where all the oil is and that's how it's going to suck up the oil. Do the same thing on the other side. It's so weird to not be doing makeup. It's nice though, it's pretty relaxing. I personally like a little bit of a white cast with my dry shampoo just because my roots are dark and my hair is blonde, so if I have a little bit of a white cast, it makes my roots look a lot lighter. And then you can't forget to do underneath. This is where, like, obviously because like when I work out, when I'm sweating, whatever it is, this gets the most oily, so I like to go ham under there a little bit. It's so cooling too. The concept of dry shampoo is so odd, but I think it's been a godsend for me, for my hair. The stream is super strong with that dry shampoo, so you just want to make sure you're like mixing it in all over. How sad is this nail? Oh, because my nails are getting so long and I was like, wow, my nails are really growing. This is amazing. They've never really grown like this. So I'm gonna take my brush, gonna kind of brush that through. I like to only brush my hair when my hair is dry. I don't like to brush it when it's wet. I feel like it just like breaks it and I don't know, causes more damage. This is the brush I got when I bought my extensions. And it's like my only brush that I use now. It just really smooths out my hair nicely and like gets all the frizzies down. Just makes my hair feel very smooth. Also smart wearing a black shirt with the dry shampoo hair tutorial. Next, I'm just gonna go in with a heat protector. I haven't found one heat protector that I love more than another. I honestly got this one at Marshall's. It's the Thermal Shine Spray from Rusk. I've been using it, honestly, just for like peace of mind. I really don't know if it's doing anything, but it just makes me feel like I'm protecting my hair. It smells pretty good too. So any heat protector you have, just make sure you spray that in before you curl. I like to do a middle part when I'm curling, so I'm just going to give myself a middle part. Nice. I like to split my hair up into 2 sections like this, so just one on each side. I definitely have one side of my hair that curls better than the other, which is super annoying. I don't know if you guys have that, but it's fine. We just work a little harder on one side. So this curler is I think it's 2 inches thick. Like I can't see one. Oh, here we go. Remington This is the brand. I know nothing about this brand. I don't know what this is. I got this like years ago and I never used it because it was too thick. My hair was too short. Now that my hair is long, I like to use it. And I like the effect that it gives. But I will say I know nothing about this brand. I just think this is a pretty good curler if you're going for the type of like non-curl curl look that we're going for today. And I bet if your hair is longer or thicker, a 2-inch curler is better for you. I normally use, I think 1 1/4 is the normal barrel size that I use for like my basic everyday curl. For just like a very loose, like effortless non-curl curl, a bigger barrel is better. I have this shorter layer here in the front. I wanted to do bangs, but I was too much of a chicken. So I just went with like a really short layer in the front, which I love. And I feel like when I curl my hair, I really like how that looks curled. So I'm just going to take this big of a section. What is this, 2 inches? And I'm gonna curl away from my face. And I'm going to curl all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to take this whole section and put it behind my shoulder. Everything in front of my shoulder on this side will be curled. I'm really focusing the curl primarily on the ends of my hair for this look, which is completely opposite from what I do for my everyday curl. For my everyday curl, I leave the ends out. But for this look, I feel like it looks like really nice and effortless just to kind of keep it curled all the way down. And then you see I'm just kind of like wrapping that around each other just to let it, I'm gonna let it cool like that. And then I'm just working my way back. So I'm grabbing another section about the same size and I'm going to curl that away from my face. And again, just focusing that curl primarily on the ends of the hair. So I like to kind of like slowly creep down, get as close as I can, and then roll it back up and hold it for like 15 seconds, not super long, and then let it go. And we're just gonna continue this process all the way back. It gets a little more challenging when you get further back because there's more hair. So I will just like go through this way first, and then you'll see when I'm done this portion, I will touch up the top a little bit and get those pieces. And these are gonna fall quite a bit. That's just the nature of my hair. So I'm not worried if they're like a little too curly. Okay, so then you'll see like a lot of the top layer isn't very curled. I want a little more body here. So I kind of just take the middle section. This is already curled on the bottom, so I'm just gonna focus this curl on the top, like near my part. I'm gonna hold that and kind of pull it away from my head and let it go. And do that like with 2 to 3 pieces on the top. Because you don't want it to look like straight and then curled at the bottom, but you want the curls to kind of like fall into each other, if you catch my drift. Now we're not gonna touch it, we're just gonna leave it. Now we're gonna move to this side. So you can see like I have it parted. I don't know if you can see that. I have it parted in the back. So I'm keeping all of this over here just to keep it separate. And then I like to start, I don't know why, because I kind of like to just go all the way around my head. So I like to start in the back. And I do this like the exact opposite way. There's really no rhyme or reason to this. This is just the habit that I'm in. So now I have all my hair in the front, and as I curl it, I throw it behind my shoulder. So I just do the exact opposite of what I was just doing. Okay, and so once it's curled, throw it back and just work your way all the way around your head. If you get a piece like this, you kind of want to like cut that in half and do the bottom piece first. And like I said, I am curling every piece of hair away from my face. So on this side, they all go left. On this side, they all go right. The most important piece that goes away from your face is that front piece, because you don't want that curling in towards your face. This is pretty basic, but if any of you don't know, now you do. I feel like most people know this information though. And toss it back. It's crazy because whenever I get to this side, I feel like it's like 4 pieces. It's so quick. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. You can see now all these pieces are curled, but I want a little more body on the top, so I'm just gonna like grab this middle piece here and focus my curl at the root and kind of pull that away. Hold it. And let it go. I really don't know what this looks like. We're gonna find out. This side right here has completely cooled. This side's still pretty hot, so I'm gonna give that a minute, let that cool. And then I just like to look around and like, did I miss any pieces? Are there any ends that can be curled better? I think I did all right. Okay, so now my hair has completely cooled. I just like to mess it up a little bit with my fingers. Just kind of pull the curls apart a little bit so they're not all, you know, grouping together. Just kind of pull them apart, mess them up with your hands. I think the oil from your hands definitely help with this. So I like to use my hands, just kind of like, this is like professional technique, can you guys tell? Next, I like to go in with some sort of texture spray. So this is the Amika Volume and Matte Texture Spray called Undone. Any kind of texture spray will work. So I'm gonna focus this underneath. It stuff smells amazing. Kind of the same places I put the dry shampoo. I don't like to put it like on the top layer of hair because then it gets rid of the shine. I still want it to be shiny. I just want it to be a little more gritty. This is gonna help it hold too, and it's gonna help it look a little more messy. Okay, so you can see the difference. We don't want it to just like, okay, and last but not least, I add a little bit of hairspray. This is the Boost It, Lift It, High Lift Creation Spray, Instant Lift Fullness. This is the longest name for a hairspray I've ever seen. This is from L'Oreal. Stronghold Back Combing Finisher. I have no idea. There couldn't be more words on this can. I'm just going to pull my hair apart like this and spray it. I think that was a lot of hairspray. In like 3 hours, it's just gonna be like, oh, you put 4 pounds of dry shampoo, texture spray, hairspray, curled your hair. Oh, looks like you straightened it today. So that is it. That is how I get the loose, undone curl look. That's my process right there. If you guys like this sort of video, I can do like a whole hair series if you want. I can do braids, I can do different types of curls, I can do styles, so I can do like half up, I can do buns, I can do ponies. I can do a lot of hair stuff actually. I have extensions too that I'll do different styles with. Like I've done like a pretty cool like fishtail with my extensions, or I can just do like an extension, you know, like how to put extensions in tutorial if you guys like that. Let me know. Give me some ideas in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye. I'm sitting on a pillow to give it like that. I love the sirens in the city. I love them. I love them. Pungent. Oh, God.